let's try this again here. This is my best of my abilities. I just tried to film it with my camera focus, but I think it's doing better now. So, anyways, this is for the boom assembly. This part here. So, I got these little spacer pieces. I think they come from servos or something like that, and I put them. You kind of see right in there. There's the edge of one of the faces of this guy sitting like that into there, and then I have another one on this side here just to try and keep my little custom motor shaft I made nice and straight. That might be going out of focus again. It doesn't like to get zoomed right in, unfortunately. It's hard to say. I wish I could show you, but right there, this is a little bit of a countersunk tiny little calculator screw. I think it's about 1 mil. Someone did post that those motors, gearbox threads are 1.6 millimeter. So that's really helpful to know because I was able to make a little motor mount to go straight in line to make sure I could, get some proper distribution and energy to lift this boom up. And underneath there, I don't know if you can see or not, but I really lucked out with all my spaces. I kind of made an error when I told you the lengths of all the cylinders I made, or I needed, and you made them spot on. So that was good. You did a nice job of those. I was a bit off in my measurements, but anyway, maybe so you can do a little bit better like that. Let's do no hocus pocus. It doesn't want to focus on me. Anyways, so that's where I got that 3 mil rod going through right there. It goes down into my little custom motor mount. You can kind of see those pieces. There's some of the ways I've been mounting this thing. This model's cracking, unfortunately. It's been through hell and back with me. Got a lot of cracks going on right here, and some damage just from being constantly modified all the time. There's I'll give a little demonstration of its speed there. So here's it going down. This is, like, again, 60 RPM motor, so it'll be nice and torquey, and it's a lot smoother, way smoother. I love it. I'm really happy with it. Not so jerky because I had so much play and everything. I have to take it all out, otherwise it'll always be a slow or goofy looking, up and down. It'll never be nice and smooth. So did all that. Here's the front parts here that I redid. I accidentally, in my haste, cut the little piece across here, and I didn't realize that at the time these pieces inside were being held against the side of this boom here. So I needed to put all that back together. So this time I decided to put some spacers in here, which are actually the some broken those little 3D printed motor mounts I have on my compactor. I just drilled one of those out and put a nice little spacer in there, and I wanted to keep everything nice and in line, so I made sure that where the shaft was and all the spacers lined up and everything, so it's all nice and smooth, and that's running like a dream. So this is boom up here, nice and smooth. I did test this earlier on with a load in it, and it was lifting nicely. Here's boom function all the way out. That's really nice and smooth. And it's all the way back. Yeah, and then up. And tipping. Back. And down again. So yeah, nice, real nice. Now, I'm quite happy, and I'm going to call this one pretty much done. Again, yes, there's something else I could do. I could look at maybe trying to play around with a 100 RPM motor in there, just to maybe try and see if I can get it a bit faster. Do I get into the whole torque and RPM thing again? I don't know. But I'm happy with the power the 60 RPM motors had. I have tried 100 RPM, but I did it with my other older style of lift, so there's a lot of play and stuff in that as well. Anyways, yeah, awesome. Thank you very much again for printing and sending those things out to me, because it's made sweet work of this and kind of changed my opinion a little bit on how I feel about getting 3D printed parts, because I was getting a little stubborn on wanting to just use my own builds and my own ideas only, which is good. But man, it's just running smooth, and you can't deny that. So thanks again. Hope you enjoy. Awesome.